Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at 5 Premier League transfer moves that must happen this January. The first transfer move that must happen this transfer window is Adama Traore to Tottenham. Traore is a 25-year-old Spanish right winger currently playing with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Spurs have lots of positions they need to find replacements for or more depth in, and the most important position for this is the right wing-back position in Conte's system. Right now, Conte has shown no desire to put Doherty anywhere near the first team, and Emerson Royale has been very inconsistent. So a solid right wing-back option would be great for Tottenham. Traore is not technically a right wing-back, but he fits the mold and has experience playing there with Nuno Espirito Santo back at Wolves. Traore is super quick and an excellent dribbler, and a solid shot creator, shown by his 3.9 shot creating actions, 9.57 progressive carries, 5.4 players dribbled past, and a 72.2% successful dribble percentage. He is also not a bad player on the defensive side of the game as well, and would be a pretty solid right wing back. The one area of the pitch that he massively struggles in is his lack of finishing ability, with his .13 goals per shot on target per 90. But this lack of finishing ability will be hidden at a right wing back position, where his only goal will be to stay wide, beat players off the dribble, and find space to create for his teammates. I see him costing around £30 million for Conte to bring in this January, and he would be an excellent signing that must happen this January. The second transfer move that must happen this January is Nathan Ake to Newcastle. Nathan Ake is a 26-year-old Dutch centre-back playing with Manchester City currently. Newcastle have already made 2 signings since the takeover with Trippier and Chris Wood being brought in, but they desperately need a center back now, and Ake would be a solid choice. He had his best years of his career under Eddie Howe at Bournemouth that earned him this move to City, where he has been somewhat disappointing, barely getting any playtime for City with 18 appearances in 2 Premier League seasons, as he has been outshined by Ruben Diaz, Laporte, and Stones ahead of him. Eddie Howe in Newcastle could really use Ake with his excellent ball-playing skills and solid defensive ability, shown by his 6.6 progressive carries, 2.17 carries into the final third, winning 71.7% of his aerial duels and winning 71.4% of his ground duels. He would be a solid signing for Newcastle to bring back one of Howe's favorite players at his time at Bournemouth. I think he would cost Newcastle around £40 million to bring him to North England. The third transfer move that must happen this January is Alexander Isak to Arsenal. Alexander Isak is a 21-year-old Swedish center forward from Real Sociedad. Arsenal have 2 strikers on their first team that are good enough to play every match currently for Arsenal, and they are Lacazette and Aubameyang. Aubameyang has completely fallen out with Arteta and the club and wants to be sold, so the only option left that is a quality player for them is 30-year-old Lacazette, who only has 3 goals this season and could really use a move away from Arsenal himself. So bringing in a young striker who can grow with the team and has solid ability right now would be a great option for Arsenal, and Izak is that player. Izak has been impressive in Spain these past 3 years and has shown to be good enough for a big money move. This season he is kind of struggling, only scoring 8 goals in 24 appearances, but he has shown to be an excellent player for club and country at times. For Sweden in the Euros, he was immense. And this last season with Sociedad, he scored 17 goals in 34 La Liga appearances, showcasing his solid finishing talent. He would be an excellent fit and future star for Arsenal that would cost around £40 million to bring in this January. The fourth transfer move that must happen is Arthur Cabral to Wolves. Arthur is a 23-year-old Brazilian striker currently playing with FC Basel in the Swiss Super League. Wolves need a striker that can finish chances when they are given them throughout the match, and Jimenez and Fabio Silva are not doing it for Wolves right now. Cabral is an excellent finisher and has shown this at Basel these past 3 seasons. In these seasons, he has scored 51 goals in 83 appearances, alongside 12 assists, which is a goal contribution every 3 out of 4 matches. I think this would be a very solid move for Wolves to make, and he still has lots of time to develop into a solid striker in the Premier League. He would be a solid fit in addition that I see costing around £15 million to bring to England this January. The fifth transfer move that must happen this January is Ezekiel Palacios to Leeds United. Palacios is a 23-year-old Argentine central midfielder currently playing for Bayer Leverkusen. Leeds could really use a solid midfielder as their team mostly lacks in this part of the pitch. Palacios is a solid midfielder as he is pretty good going forward, but amazing on the defensive side of the game. He is a perfect fit for Bielsa as he presses high and frequently, and works hard on the defensive side of the game, alongside is somewhat creative. He has shown this with his .39 goal creating actions, 5.24 progressive passes, 7.53 tackles plus interceptions, 2.23 blocks, and 7.21 successful pressures per 90. Palacios' one main issue is that he seems to be injury prone and misses some game time, but if that could be fixed, he could be a solid addition for Leeds to strengthen their midfield that has been getting destroyed throughout this season. He would be a great addition that would cost around £20 million to bring in this summer.